Hey guys, Time here from 2D End. I wanted to make a quick tutorial on how to build my standard TNT cannon. It has a centralized fire control trigger to allow for sync control over all guns wired to it, 8 trajectory settings, and fires 40 projectiles out to about 600 blocks. I can show you right now. To get this fly speed up so we can actually follow them. And boom. Furthest the projectiles reaches is about here. So measuring from the distance of the gun to the waypoint, about 600. So we'll be building it layer by layer. I'll first walk you through building the gun and then explain how it works. These are all the different layers. Maybe you can build it from this and skip the whole video. I'm kidding. Stay. So, all the materials you're gonna need to make this specific gun are in my inventory right now. Let's get started. So first what you're gonna wanna do is set up the connection wire. This is where the gun inputs are gonna go. And we're gonna set up the base plate. Five by 5 gray square, red to mark the center, and we're gonna make a border of red wool. This is just so you know what not to merge with. I'll try to explain how turrets work in a sec as well. So that's the first layer done. Now, for the second layer, we're gonna have to add a sticky piston here. An observer facing this way. 2 observers facing like that. Redstone torch here. It should turn off because of the redstone torch below it. Two repeaters here. Pull. And on. Take 1, 2, 3. Pull. Full. And bam. 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna take an andesite slab, top right here. Gray wool here. A redstone wire here. That's a block here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So these are the falling edge detectors, which I will explain later on. And this is the projectile clock to dispense all the projectiles. Now let's fill in this red border. And that should be that layer. Alright, now here's the next layer. So we're gonna have to start by adding these observers right here. We're gonna take a regular piston this time. Place it right there. Andesite slab. As so. We're gonna take a dispenser, place it right here, andesite slab, like this. Hang on, full slab here, going into it. Full, and about 3. Take a redstone wire, put it here. Sorry, mistake. Like this. Some gray here. one redstone dust right here. And really quick, I'm gonna take a water bucket and put it into this dispenser. Now we're gonna fill in the borders like this. Take some red right here. And there we have this layer. Actually, quick mistake. I'm gonna correct. This should be a full block. Alright, on to the next layer. I'm gonna put dispensers right here. These are the propellant. Some andesite slabs. And we're gonna put an observer facing upward. Light gray wool on the edges. Pull these deep slate tiles. Fill in this border. Put some wool here. Let's go inside. And place a ladder right here. Right here will be our propellant dispensers, as it was. Not propellant, projectile dispensers. Alright. Now, you're going to want to place water only in this corner. So this water flow will push all the propellant into this space here. And now that's that layer. Now this layer is going to be a little bit tricky to get to these specific angles I'm going to have to reach, but now this layer is going to be a little bit tricky to get because of the angles I gotta reach, but we'll make do. So you're going to want to place these dispensers right here, facing inward to the count chamber. And place just like that. And there's going to be these additional projectile dispensers. Take some black stone. 1, 2, 1, 2. So this part is just the turret shell for add protection. And now we're going to place these inward propellant dispensers. So facing in, facing in. Then we're going to clip into the ground really quick. Get these downward facing dispensers in. And right here, we're gonna put the rotation sign. Subcraft, rotate, turret. That star on the bottom will autofill. Now that's... oh. Now that's that layer. Moving on to the next, I'm gonna have to get even more awkward angles, but we'll make do. We'll make do. So for reference, I'm gonna start by placing the barrel. This is entirely cosmetic, just for looks. Place this. Add to the turret shell. As so. Let's make this look a little better. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Get some redstone dust here. So I'm gonna set up some temporary blocks so I can get the right angle to place down these dispensers. These dispensers should all be facing downward. And I've sealed myself in. Now, that is that layer. Okay, so on to the next one. I'm saying that layer a lot because I just lost track. So place these redstone wires right here. I'm gonna put a sandstone slab. Place down these slabs here for added protection. And there you have it. My standard turret. 5x5, 7x7 if you include all these edges. But yeah. So now we're gonna build the trigger for it. So this trigger can be placed generally anywhere you want on the ship, and you can connect as many guns as you want to it, and all of them will have the same trajectory. Hang on. Okay. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Do I? Nope. Yeah, I do. Yep. Yeah, I do. I'm not senile yet. I'm gonna take a comparator, place it right here. Some oak buttons. Boom. And boom. That is our trigger. Let me just dry fire this gun to make sure it is proper. Alright, you gotta see how it works now. So, essentially, arc is controlled by a pulse extender and a falling edge detector within the gun. The falling edge detector only sends a signal when the pulse ends. We can use this to create adjustable trajectories by increasing the duration of the pulse on the pulse extender in the trigger. Arc is controlled by using a piston to push the TNT projectiles up by one block and then dropping them when the redstone pulse ends. The height of the TNT projectiles off of the ground when the propellant detonates determines the trajectory. The higher off the ground means that they fly off at a higher trajectory. Lower means they fly off at a lower trajectory. So, the longer the pulse duration set on the trigger is, the later the piston drops the projectiles, and thus, projectiles are higher off the ground when the propellant explodes because there is less time for them to fall. As so, you can see it here in this dry fire. Now dispensed, and then piston pulses upwards, drops projectiles. I'm gonna fill it up with TNT so we can get a test fire. So yeah, this is a fill wand we have on the server. All you need to do is right click each dispenser and it fills up with TNT. make sure you can get all the ones you can access. Oh yeah, make sure this dispenser specifically has water bucket. This is how we activate the propellant, as dispensing the water will activate this observer once and activate the propellant only one time. Alright? Now we're gonna fire at the lowest trajectory. That's low. We're gonna fire this. This button adds a half tick, as in 1 game tick or half a redstone tick, to the pulse to slightly elevate the gun. Slightly. As you can see, neutral. Now if we want to go really high up, we can go set it to here. And that's a higher trajectory. So I showed you before the rotation sign. It is buried about, no, it is buried about right here. Oh, hang on. Yep, buried about right here. So when it is right click, the turret's gonna rotate. This is how we make armament on the server. So these turrets are essentially the main armament of most of the airships on the server. And as a turret, it can face in different directions. So if your ship is maybe damaged on one side and you don't really want to point it toward the enemy, you can then rotate all of your turrets to the other side. So, as a stress test, we're going to fire all 8 trajectories. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Say that. Number 6. Seven. And finally, 8. Well, that's that. So, this is one of my ships that I use this turret on. It served in the first campaign pretty well. Until it didn't. That's a story for another time. You can see, all the guns are controlled by one trigger. So if I press this button, fire on the same trajectory. Now, I'm going to raise the trajectory up. And all guns fired on that same trajectory. And that's the benefit of having this trigger set up. As always, schematic links will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the airship building tutorial, where I use this to build a new airship design from start to finish. Good luck out there, captains. Fair winds and following seas. Thank you for watching.